So Star Fox just released a few days ago, and I've had a great time with the campaign. Being a longtime Star Fox fan, they did a really great job remaking Star Fox 64. However, in today's video, I want to talk about the new multiplayer mode. I've had so much fun playing the multiplayer, and it's way more in depth than what I expected. I think for a game like this, a lot of people get the impression that the multiplayer is just going to be like a silly side mode to play for like an hour. That was what I expected, but after playing it, it is so addicting and fun. I've also seen multiple other YouTubers having a blast and saying they can't put their controllers down because it's so addicting. 4v4 dogfighting with Star Fox and Star Wolf as the different teams is genius. But it goes beyond that. Each map has its own objectives to complete throughout the match. What's nice about these is that they are both important, but also not so necessary that you can just ignore dogfighting. You can really focus on defeating the enemy pilots to accumulate points. I think the flow of combat between defeating your opponents and focusing on the objective is very well balanced. This is also not to mention the various items. There's the obvious healing ring and laser upgrade pickups, but now there's also a random item pickup that gives you one of many really fun and unique items. There's rockets, mines, a hyper boost, teleports, a massive plasma beam, an EMP, and even more. This leads to a lot of strategy around the items and huge plays to turn the tide of the battle. What's also nice is that these pickups are always in the same spots on the map, so it encourages people to fight over these item locations and they aren't luck on whoever gets them. There's even more minor things I could talk about, but remember that this is Star Fox 64, so the flight controls are so slick and clean to maneuver, which means fighting in standard dogfights is extremely satisfying and fun. I can't believe it took so long for Nintendo to make online Star Fox multiplayer, but we finally got it. Also, you can create private matches too, and customize the match settings if you just want to have a more standard dogfight without objectives. And finally, Nintendo actually made it possible to invite friends to your party and join up into a random online match. For non-Nintendo fans, that sounds like the bare minimum, which it is, but Nintendo is always 10 years behind in terms of online, so it's finally nice to have it for Star Fox. Even if you're not a Star Fox fan but love dogfight gameplay, then I'd still recommend the game because I think you can get a lot out of the multiplayer. There really isn't a team-based space fighter combat right now that you can just easily matchmake into other people. I get there's like Star Citizen and all these like space sims, but like it takes like 30 minutes to even, get set up with those games, and then it takes even longer to actually find a fight. Well, this, you just matchmake right into a space dogfight. If that's something you're desiring, I definitely recommend Star Fox. I'm gonna show one of my better games from a stream I had recently, but before I do, I have a Discord called Star Fox PvP. There you can look for people to group up and play with, but also I will be hosting tournaments for this game, and I'd love as many people as possible to engage with them, so the link to the Discord will be in the description.
Get ready!
Sector Y.
Battle begins!
Oh, you got enemies on your tail. Help you out. Easy.
Get the cargo and bring it to your base!
Nice. I'm trying to help. Nice. Alright, bring it back to base.
Double takedown.
Nice, alright. This should be good.
Star Fox completed the objective.
Oh, right on cue, EMP.
Get the cargo and
We
bring
are
it to your
jousting.
base.
Oh. Double
Star Fox
EMP'd.
completed the objective.
Oh, and laser. Doubled, EMP'd, and lasered.
We make it look easy.
Get the cargo and bring it to your base.
Nice, thank you. Bruh. Okay, they got it. I don't think they're gonna breach it.
Star Wolf completed the objective.
I'm dead. One of their guys has hyper laser, so be careful.
Get the cargo and bring it to your base. One minute left.
I just deleted that guy.
Star Fox completed the objective. 30 seconds left.
Oh yeah, see they started glowing. Did you see that? I think that's their boost. Yeah, they got hyper lasers. Look, they have their hyper lasers. That has to be what that is. Because they're losing by 700 points.
Victory!
Yeah, GG. Yeah, we dominated. Good one to end it on. I think it's good when you see them get that boost. They like had like a glow effect that went for like a second. Almost 500, bro. Dang. 14-3. I think that's my best game yet. Although I will say they were definitely new players.